What's up, guys? It's me, Chad, and today we've got a very special guest with us.
Finally.
Yes.
Kareem Tingz.
Kareem Tingz. For guys, if you guys don't know, he does host a radio show, a podcast. Guys, I have all the links in the description below. You read the title already. Today we're talking about cancel culture, which is a deep topic. I've got some talking points and we're going to get right into it. If you guys do enjoy this video, don't forget to like, share with a friend, leave a comment, and subscribe. Definitely. Head over to Kareem's channel and subscribe as well. Yes, on the road to 30K, on right? The road to 30K. There you go.
Yes.
Alright. So, I'm just going to give a definition of cancel culture for those who don't know what it is. Cancel culture is a boycott or public shaming of a person who shared a questionable or unpopular opinion. In most instances, it is a public figure or a celebrity or someone you could consider in a position of influence. I use the quotations on influence very carefully on purpose. It serves as a call to action to either push someone outside of a social or professional circle or to go to an extent to boycott them and their work. It's also defined as someone whose past behavior is unethical, illegal, and wrong. Whew, that was deep already. Yeah, right. That was deep already. So the first talking point I had was, would you consider cancel culture as just another form of public shaming?
Somewhat, yes.
I agree as well. I feel like it's just there's blurred
Sometimes
line.
I think that people use this fake outrage just to, try to cancel a fave.
And
right?
we see it often.
Yeah, and I spoke about this on my podcast, and a lot of times people really don't care much for what they're canceling you for, but they're just canceling you because you're somebody of substance.
We're canceling him? Alright, let me retweet.
Yeah.
Let me quote this, let me say ridiculous. Yeah. It's over for him. We definitely see it happening a lot of times. Do you think cancel culture has been trending recently?
Definitely. I think when cancel culture started, the reason for it, I think we've lost focus of what it really and truly was. Because, we're supposed to, be keeping people, in account for what they're doing or has done. So, like for instance, if you have done some wild things or is doing it right now, that's what it's supposed to be.
Yep,
right?
Public accountability.
Right, and I'm okay with it for that. But I just think that because it's so trending and everybody now has a voice, the voiceless now have a voice because of social media. Yep. So everybody just wants to cancel somebody and they don't really give a fuck about
I agree. I completely agree. I feel like the social justice part of it and the giving power to the people who were powerless has now changed into I can end you. Yeah. It's changed into almost a threat of walking on eggshells of let me not speak on this certain topic.
You can't talk about certain things, you can't do certain things, you're afraid to post certain things, and we know what is right from wrong morally, right? But I just feel like because times are so sensitive to like some people use that to their advantage and them just really just run with it. So right now, if you just post something that you might think is funny, I'm like, how dare you post that?
I've had that happen to me before. I posted a meme and they're like, this is how you think, and I'm just like, hold on. Just because I've been put in a position of influence, and guys, I use the quotations of influence very strongly, that just because someone's in a position of influence doesn't mean that I have to put a disclaimer every time I post that the stuff I repost and the stuff I like are not a true representation of how I feel at all times. Sometimes stuff are just funny. Yeah. It's social media.
But them do it all the time. Like, if one can get up and post certain things and think it is funny, why the people that you think have influence cannot do the same? Like, I just think it's very biased, and some people just do it out of hatred and
I feel like it is definitely secret hatred, just built up to the point where now I have permission and I have an audience that supports they support my hatred for you.
Yep.
I didn't have a reason, but guess what? Now that there's a reason that they don't like it, that's my reason.
And you can see it because if you do something and people might like you more, and I do the same thing and people don't like me, they're not gonna cancel you, but they're going to jump on or let us cancel Kareem right now. And I'm just like, but isn't this the same thing that all of us are talking about?
Didn't he do that last week?
Did somebody just do this?
I saw you laughing at this yesterday.
But it all depends on who it is. Yep. And that is the reason I don't think it is real anymore. Like, cancel culture is bullshit. Agree.
Do you believe that cancel culture leaves no room for people in positions of influence to make a mistake?
Definitely. You can't make a mistake, and clearly we can't have a past. because, you know, if anybody uses Twitter, I think it's one of the most toxic apps, which I use a lot.
I use it very carefully. I
use Twitter a lot.
I tread lightly over there.
It happens that, you know, they can find something that you might have, you know, said like 10 years ago that in that climate and that time wasn't, you know, it would have just been a joke. But, you know, now because we're more open and woke and sensitive, so, you know, certain things, so they can bring up something that you might have said so long ago and then bring it up. So it also, you're walking on eggshells, and it don't give you space to grow. Because if I said something 10 years ago about whomever or whatever race or whatever, pink, black, blue, and you guys find it, if it is that you realize that I have changed, I don't think you're supposed to be wanting to cancel that person.
And that was the next question. See? Do you think cancel culture undermines how quickly people can change? I feel like as humans, our main goal in our journey of life is to learn, make mistakes, grow from them, and become a better person.
Definitely.
But I'm not saying that accountability should not be held, because there are definitely always going to be some reasons why people need to be cancelled. So I won't say that cancel culture should not exist.
Right.
But I think the form of cancel culture that happens now, it's hard to even put in words that it's because you don't even know their intentions behind it. It's just when the numbers are building enough people together, you can't mix who would really like to see you do better and who is just trying to help you out and who is really just want to see your downfall. Who just snuck in there and now they're putting their tweets in there. I've always hated this guy.
The same people trying to cancel people. They're the same one who are always using the memes like, you know, we grow and we can unlearn and relearn things, and, you know, we can, you know, change our opinions based on information. So why the people who have some followers, why that cannot also be applied to them?
I feel like
because we can change. Like, of course, our opinions can change.
It takes away the opportunity to be able to change. Because I've lived my life saying who I was yesterday. There is nothing that is stopping me from being a completely different person today.
Everybody.
If anybody woke up today and said, today I'm gonna laugh harder than I've ever laughed, and that's gonna be my laugh for the rest of my life. And I'm not gonna talk loudly anymore. From now on, this is how I speak, and it's just changed.
Okay.
And that's exactly it's okay.
Fine.
And I feel like it's definitely taken away the chance for you to evolve as a person.
And that is my issue. That is my issue. There are certain things, you know, that you just know, say, yo, this is the limit. And there's no, like, this, you should be held accountable for this, and there's no excuses for it.
There's some inexcusable things.
But there are some little minute things that, you know, people try to cancel for. Like, people try to cancel me so often, I'm just like that will never happen.
I don't believe I've ever been tried to be like gathered together in their numbers and try and cancel.
Like whole leave, like even a couple months ago on Twitter, like it was a big thing for like a week.
Like
an entire week of me trending on Twitter because they were trying to cancel me for what they think that I don't think that your intentions were pure. So because they don't believe
that your intentions of what happened were pure. So now it's over for you.
And I've always said you cannot cancel somebody that lives in their truth, right?
Yep.
So you can't cancel me for something that if I am not that type of person, whatever it is that you're trying to do will never happen. The only person who can cancel it is you and God.
Yep.
Believe me.
And I feel like that's the worst form of the cancel culture that we live in. The fake activism that lives today and loves tomorrow. It's the pieces that are like, we hate him, never supporting him again. And then tomorrow they're listening to his song. Then tomorrow they're like, oh, this is my favorite artist.
They try to cancel like Kanye West so often. And it's like, you guys are the same ones buying his shoes and listening to his music. He's not a billionaire because of all you guys that said that he was cancelled. So if it's cancel culture really real, because all the people that you guys are cancelling, they're still out here.
And they're still living. We can even give an example. Did you hear the whole thing that happened with David Dobrik?
No.
He had a big thing that happened with him with some underage girls. He had drinking in his videos, all of that. So he disappeared off the face of YouTube for probably a couple months. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And he just decided to come back. And he just came back, and that was it. There was no question. There was no, hey, I remembered what you did. There was none of that. They were just like, oh my gosh, he's back. Let's go. This is great. So I feel like the cancel culture and the accountability, if it's big enough to try and cancel someone, it needs to be important enough to that person to hold by you. Because if you feel like they couldn't change, why should your opinion on them change?
Exactly. And it's a lot of hypocrisy, right?
It is.
A lot of people, they're not cancelling you again because of the act, because of what you said. If they're just cancelling because they just don't like you.
Yep.
So now people maybe just say, well, I don't really like him, because X, Y, Z. So let us just, as a slip, you can say a bag of people out of the woodwork. And there's some people too that really, oh my God, I love you so much. They might not be paying them no attention or whatever. And maybe sending one or two little DMs, they might not have responded because you're busy. And they really hold you up for that, Set them out.
And it's just their time to shine without any backlash.
And all of a sudden, a long time more. If you pay attention
I've been known about him.
If you pay attention to a lot of the cancelling that have happened, you will realize that it moves from what I'm cancelling for to no personal things.
Yeah, it moves on to your character. And now they're speaking about stuff that weren't even mentioned. And you're like,
that just goes to show you that they don't care.
How did we get here?
They don't care about what they were upset about.
It was a fake outrage.
Thank you very much.
So I could become another number on the number of people that are just trying to bring you down right now. So if I can hop on this bandwagon and me not like you from long time because you never answer my message, and when me did mention you in my story, you never repost it. So now is my time to bring you down because you thought you were better than me.
I hate that.
And that's not the case. Do you feel like today's cancel culture gets any justice done?
Barely. Because I think that what a lot of our energies should be directed to, we're not really directing our energies into that. Like the minute things that I see, social media are outraged about is ridiculous, and we have so many other things that we can redirect our energy to, and really and truly, if it is that we are so, I am for this and for cancelling, then there's so many other important issues.
Yep.
Like you shouldn't be cancelling somebody because of something that they might have said and have apologized for 15 years ago.
And has grown from.
And you can also you can also say that the person has definitely grown, right? You shouldn't be wanting to cancel that. There's so many issues. Even in small like Jamaica, that there's so many
things stuff that are happening today that you lock your eyes
and
for
then
and
cancel the people them. Or them not cancel them own family members too.
Never.
Yeah.
No, my family can't do any wrong.
Exactly.
I just saw him stay.
Thank you very much.
Him ignorant.
And them defend them family and friends and all these things. So let us just redirect our energy into the right places and stop being hypocrites.
I totally agree. And even back to the fake outrage, the track star Shakari. I remember when her news first broke, and people were trying to change it into a race thing.
I spoke about
and
that
trying
too.
to cancel the Olympics. You spoke about that on the Cancel Culture podcast?
Yes. No, actually I spoke about that on my radio show.
Oh, I was like, how I never heard that? Yeah,
because
and they tried to twist it around into a race thing.
Being a race thing, and
they were saying it's because she's black.
Three quarters of the American athletes are black. Hello.
Yeah, it's like no,
so
she broke the rules.
Yeah, like rules are rules, and that just goes to show you cancel culture. People are just using it.
The people that were hopping on it.
Exactly.
Until her interview came out and she said she knew what she did.
Right, exactly.
And she did it with no apology.
She don't care about when I run up on a
Yeah, and then everybody who was saying, oh, this is racist, this is racial inequality, they never want to see a black woman shine. All of them just slowly just disappeared. They were like, wait.
As per usual.
She's holding herself accountable now?
Exactly. So then the issue at hand should have been, let's hold her accountable for the rules that she broke. Right? Bam. We don't want to do that. So then let us just twist it now and say it's a race.
Yep. Oh, it must
be. If
it's not because she's black, it's because she's a woman. It's gotta be something. It can't be because she broke the rules.
No, definitely
it can't
not.
be that.
And that is the reason I've always said cancel culture. What it was supposed to be for, it has really and truly changed over the past couple of years.
It's changed.
Unfortunately.
Sadly. Do you believe cancel culture do you think cancel culture stems from us not being able to separate crafts, whether entertainment, music, talent, sports, videos, anything like that, from their personal character and beliefs? And do you think we should have to?
Right, you answer first.
I can say that there's a lot of people who people consider cancelled, but I don't know what Drake does in his house.
Okay.
I don't know what Drake does with his close friends.
Okay.
I don't know how they personally think. But when you can't detach their character from their craft or their work, that's where it becomes like, all right, Drake is my favorite rapper.
Okay.
I'm not in love with Drake.
Right.
I love Drake's music.
Right.
So when Drake gets canceled, in my heart,
So you can cancel the person, but you can still support.
I would not stop listening to Drake tomorrow if they cancel Drake over something he said 20 years ago.
Okay.
I wouldn't, and I feel like I shouldn't have to.
Okay.
Because I've even, just like how you brought up Kanye, I've had people come and say, we're boycotting Kanye. I say, who is we?
No, I'm not boycotting anything.
I say, who is we?
I'm sorry, yeah.
I
like,
love
no.
Yeezys.
Yeah,
I'm about to get me another pair.
Definitely.
I don't know who
Yeah,
we
like,
is.
no.
So I.
But the reason I said you first supposed to answer, because I know that the R. Kelly thing, which is a more serious thing.
Yeah.
You know, people have cancelled him. But then the same people that have cancelled him are saying that I cannot stop listening to his music. So I'm still supporting his music. So my thing is, but when you're cancelling somebody, it is supposed to affect the person. So then if you're going to cancel R. Kelly, that means that he's not supposed to make any money from his music any at all, because you're trying now to say, hey, I'm cancelling you because of X. You're not supposed to be gaining.
Where was the purpose in the canceling if there was no boycott behind it?
Then it makes no sense.
And that's why I've never hopped on board with canceling someone, because I'm like, all right, you do need to be held accountable. Yeah. If what you did was wrong, you need to be held accountable, and you need to you need to own up to your actions.
So then, if it is that the person is a movie star, you're not going to watch a person's movie because that's how they earn. You're not going to watch a YouTuber's video because that's how they earn. You won't listen to somebody's music because that's how they earn. That is what a real canceling means.
Yeah, because
cancellation is. But people, again, that's the reason I've said I don't think cancel culture is really cancel culture.
Cancel culture, because you cancel them. Oh, I hate them. I was like, wait, weren't you just playing that in your car? It's that's his music. Right, I'm just like, you have to make a choice.
Right, because
you'd have to.
If you're gonna cancel the person, okay, you cancel R. Kelly. You don't know R. Kelly.
Yeah.
It's not like say you're gonna say, well, I'm not gonna go by his house anymore. So the only way
you can't call me again.
Exactly. So the only way you can literally make an impact, right, is by not listening to this person's music. And if you're not doing that, that means that whatever you were saying was fuckery. Yeah,
the whole thing that you said, this whole, I can't believe this, I'm outraged.
No,
lies. I'll never get my support again. So that's why I've seen the blurred lines in this whole cancel culture, and then that leads you to think, what was your purpose in canceling it?
Just making noise and just getting attention on social media.
And I feel like a lot of people hop on cancel culture bandwagons to be seen on those cancel culture bandwagons. They'll see that somebody did something wrong and it has nothing to do with them. They probably never even supported this person. But here they are posting their outrage about this. This is ridiculous.
That's what social media is about now, and it's so sad.
It's just watching face.
It is so sad.
And just seeing, let me see if they talk up on this, because I've had people come to me, why didn't you say anything about that? I said, I don't know who that is, and it's not my place. I don't it's sorry, but I don't care about it. I don't even know who that is. I don't know who he is. I don't even know who he is.
That's just how unfortunate it is. Like, people are just jumping on things that they don't even understand. Like, if you even ask them, why you cancel that person, right? They can't even tell you. Like, they don't even know. They'll be
like, him did do something.
Him did do something, right?
Yeah,
but
me remember me to see him on
Twitter. If you're still listening to their music, you have not cancelled them. Like, you guys are saying, we've cancelled Doja Cat's but you're still watching her videos.
Yes.
Like, you're watching everything that she's doing, and you're still following her.
And Doja Cat did some horrible things, and Doja Cat's on the charts.
Yeah. You guys are still giving her impressions on her social media platforms. You're still watching her music videos. You're still supporting her in some way, shape, or form. Not because you're not buying her music, that means that you're not supporting or you've cancelled. You're still giving her impact in some way, shape, or form.
The funniest thing is, the ways you've cancelled her are the ways that don't affect her at all. Every day, people of influence, everybody who's somebody of influence or in a position of influence has people who don't like them. They could be the biggest saint in the world. You've got haters. And those are the people that you have to ignore no matter what, because if you let them get to you, they'd make you stop doing what you love. So when you cancel someone only in the forms of disliking them or talking bad about them, mentally to them, you've just become someone who doesn't like them.
They don't care.
Especially when you're that same person who's listening That's like somebody going to watch your video, then watch the whole
But
video,
then, like,
and then them dislike.
Right, and you're gonna dislike the video, and then you're gonna go on Twitter or wherever
And then say,
like,
this was
like
so
it.
annoying, whatever.
Right, but then you're still watching. That means that you're still giving me traction.
Yep.
So if you're canceling me or you don't like somebody, for me personally, if I don't like you, I will never be on your page.
Nope. You won't see me. You could have got pregnant, moved to Canada, had 3-4 kids, and I would have been like, really?
I block celebrities, you know. Like there are celebrities that have like celebrities that I've blocked. Like even foreign people. Like for instance, Cardi B. I don't like Cardi B like that, so I just blocked her because I don't want to see your content.
Yeah, you
and I don't want to see anything pop up, and I'm going to still support you.
Yeah,
you understand me? And it's just because of certain things that she has done or have said.
Yeah.
So for me personally, that's how you cancel somebody.
Yeah, whenever I'm canceling you, I'm not gonna be on your page liking it up. Oh my gosh, her baby's
and then I'm gonna still watch your videos, and then I'm gonna say, well, her music sucks. I'm still giving you streams.
No. I have people who my video will drop 7 o'clock, 7:05.
Yeah.
There'll be 2-3 dislikes. I was like, but you got here early. You got here out in your colors.
And that is so strange.
In your colors, you got post notifications on. You got here before the real people did.
It is crazy.
And it just goes to
really
show that it's just like, what did you gain from doing this? So it just doesn't make much sense.
It doesn't, and I'm not trying to even make it make sense.
If you try to make it make sense, you end up hurting your head even more.
Definitely.
The next one is, this was actually supposed to be the question before this one, but do you think it's possible? Do you think it's possible to not support a person but still support what they produce creatively? Creatively.
Yeah. No, not to me.
Not if you're going to the extent to cancel.
Right, no.
But would you feel a way somebody's getting cancelled and you're not on that cancel train and you're still supporting their craft?
No.
I personally wouldn't feel a way.
Right. Like what you are cancelling somebody for, like what if it is that I don't have those same beliefs?
Yep.
Like what if it is that somebody might have said something that to you, oh my God, I can't believe this person has said that. But to me it's just like, okay, cool.
That's like we're best friends and we have our next best friend and Uno fall out.
Yeah, and that means
so now
right.
we must have beef with her.
That makes sense.
And then when Uno met back,
then you look like
here
idiot.
I am in the cold, not a
right.
friend.
No.
So
no.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it either.
I don't follow trends, Like if I don't want to talk about something, then I'm not going to talk about it.
I'll never
and
speak
if
on
I don't
something I don't want to talk about.
Believe you me. So a lot of these movements and stuff, like if I don't feel passionate about it, you're not going to see a post or I think that a lot of people use this whole posting on social media that means that you're supporting. Like for instance, like if they're canceling somebody or something has happened, they expect because you're of influence to be posting about it or whatever.
No.
That don't mean that I don't care for it either.
It doesn't.
But what if I just don't want public acceptance of me or validation to say, well, he believes in the same thing that we believe in, you see? That have nothing to do with me.
And the main reason why people won't see me on cancel culture bandwagons is because I believe, just as I am, they're a human and they're capable of change.
But definitely.
So today I might feel a way about it, but tomorrow I could have changed.
But then these are the same people, like we are a generation that loves to talk about mental health and love to let's be kind to people and be nicer to people, but yet, not because they're celebrities that don't mean that they don't have feelings, right?
Yeah.
So I think that a lot of times people are just doing all of that. Like if you go on like somebody like the shade rooms and stuff and you see like some of the comments, they're really just saying shit just to say shit, just to be funny and just to get likes.
Yep.
Like,
I've seen comments that look like they were meant for the wrong post. Just the way they don't make sense in there. They just somebody would you just want to be in there. Alright guys, we're back. The camera shut off. But the last question that we have is, do you think cancel culture should be cancelled?
I don't think it should be cancelled. I think that we need to remember why it had started in the first place.
A reform of it.
I think that we have lost our way as the reasons we should be cancelling people. There are so many people out here that are doing some out-of-pocket things.
Yep.
Those are the things that we should be cancelling. Those are the people that we should be cancelling. And we should also remember that if it is that somebody said something, years ago, and you've noticed that the person has changed, they can apologize and move forward. Like, not everything has to be a big debacle on social media. So it doesn't have to be cancelled, but
I definitely agree. I feel like the cancellation of cancel culture shouldn't happen, but I feel like a reform of how cancel culture is. But for us to reform how cancel culture is, we'd have to be able to change the people that are surrounding it, and it's just how they feel. So it's hard to even change it. So I feel like I don't even know.
It's gonna be hard to change because of the people who are using social media, like in this day and age. Like, you know, everybody just wants to be a part of something. As I've said earlier, you know, the voiceless now has a voice, and you know, like everybody wants to beat down the next man.
Yep, so, and it's moved. It's completely changed from the social justice for
it's
the
now
people
a personal
without
thing,
voice.
right?
It gets too personal. That is it.
So if I have a personal vendetta against you and they're cancelling you, and I might not be in belief of what they're cancelling you
but
for,
it's my time to shine.
But I just don't like you, so I'm going to jump on the bandwagon, and that's what I don't like.
Long time him stay so.
Yeah, a long time to get him out. And I've seen that a lot of times.
I've been talking about this guy. I've seen that so many times. I've been seeing this guy. I've been hearing about him.
This is
long time him I do this. So I've seen it before, and it happens time and time again. And cancel culture should be cancelled? Maybe not.
Yeah.
Changed? Definitely so.
Definitely.
But guys, that was the last question and the last talking topic. Kareem, thank you for coming. We enjoyed having you here.
Coming. Like, this was supposed to be from last year, right?
This was a long time coming.
This was supposed to be from last year.
Mr. Bwoya Tingz just has a busy schedule, and I am horrible with my time management at times. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
Head over to Kareem's channel.
Subscribe.
Comment down below if you guys want to see us talk about something else. Leave some interesting talking topics. We don't want to just hear the boring stuff. And we'll get it done. Until next time, guys. Peace out.
Bye.